Christ came to fulfill. Christ came to make sure that every prophecy that was taught in the Old Testament would come true. And one of those prophecies, black man, Latino man, Native American man, is that one day we will be in our rightful position on top with these nations serving us. That's what Christ was about.
On Westworld.
Right.
This is why we got another one to know. So what the brother said something to you you ain't like. Forgive that brother. So what that brother stuffed on your toe? What you gonna kill him for that?
That allowing your brother is behavior, bro.
Man, here's something wrong.
Palestinians that was destroyed on the line. When Santa Claus was on the line.
Just to make it known. Steady, ready, better watch your tone. I was 5'7", I was breaking. I had a 5'7", now I want the chrome. 9'11", I was in my zone. Used to argue in the Lucy Dome. Who ain't no running up? Damn, now I'm coming up. They coming to kiss me, you dumb or what? You draw, you done enough. They told me don't rush it, just wait my time. Paying attention, I see the sign. Coming right to me like Amazon. No time for distractions, I'm on the grind. Little shorty, your ticket, she know she fine. Got a couple of so never mind. They throwing the shade cause they know I shine.
You better open this Bible. You better come back here and learn what it really says, because guess what? The people you've been learning the Bible from, they've been lying to you.
To destroy the law or the prophets. He said, think not that he came to destroy the law or the prophets. So those very same scriptures that the brother brought out about Christmas and about bringing that tree in your house. The most, Salakia, Jesus said what? Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophet. He said, don't get it twisted. We're still not supposed to be doing that. We're still supposed to be following the laws, statutes, and commandments that are in the Old Testament. Your Christian pastor tells you you can eat whatever you want. That's a lie. Why? Because Christ said what? Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. Christ said he didn't come to destroy the law or the prophets. So everything in the Old Testament, all the dietary laws, all of those things, we're supposed to still be following, because Christ said, think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. Christ said he did not come to destroy, but to fulfill. What does that mean? Again, your Christian pastor tells you something twisted. Oh, he came to fulfill it, so now it no longer matters. That's a lie. He came to make sure everything that the prophets taught and everything that they preached on in the Old Testament came true. He came to tell us that we're still not supposed to be following these heathens. We're supposed to be keeping the law. We're supposed to make sure we don't celebrate the holidays of these heathens. Start from the top. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. Christ came to fulfill. Christ came to make sure that every prophecy that was taught in the Old Testament would come true. And one of those prophecies, black man, Latino man, Native American man, is that one day we will be in our rightful position on top with these nations serving us. That's what Christ was about. Why? Because that's what the prophets of the Old Testament was about. And what did he say? Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily, I say unto you, meaning truthfully. Verily means truthfully. This is Christ talking. He's saying, truthfully, I say unto you. He did not come to destroy the law. He did not come to destroy the prophets. He came to fulfill. Go ahead. Till heaven and earth pass. Till heaven and earth pass. What does that mean? Look up. Hey, look, we got a few clouds in the sky today. That's the heavens that he's talking about. The sky, right? What you're standing on. It's concrete right now, probably asphalt, but under that is dirt. There's ground. That's the earth that he's talking about. Read it again. Till heaven and earth pass. Till heaven and earth pass. Meaning what? Until the sky is no more and until the ground is no more, what? One jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law. One jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law. meaning one dot of an I or one cross of a T. It will not pass from the law until all is gone. But it's still here. The sky is still here and we're still walking on the ground. And he said from the top, Baba Kushab,
for verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law.
Shall in no wise pass from the law. Keep going.
Till all be fulfilled.
Till all be fulfilled. And there's plenty that still needs to be fulfilled. There are prophecies in this book, in the Bible, that still need to be fulfilled. So how is it that we no longer have to follow the law? It's an absolute lie, and your Christian pastor knows it. He goes in that church every single week, lies to you so you can continue to give your money. He tells you that the law is done away with, but you have to tithe. He tells you that you don't have to follow the dietary law, but you got to bring your money. He tells you that you can follow and celebrate all these wicked pagan holidays, but you have to bring your money. That's what these pastors are about. They're about lining their pockets. And the reason why Jesus had to say from the top, matter of fact, start from the top, Baba Kushab. That's Matthew 5 and 17.
Hold on, Khan. Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. It's like you said, Matthew chapter 5, sir. Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. Think not.
Think not. The reason why he had to say think not is because the same thing that's happening now with your so-called Christian pastors, with your religious leaders, the same thing was happening then. They were lining their pockets. They were shaving the law. They were teaching people the wrong thing. And that's what your Christian pastor does every single week. That's why in the ISUPK and the Command of Junior High we come out here. We have these classes so we can teach our people the truth, so you can stop being lied to. Keep going.
Think not that I come to destroy the law, nor prophets. I am not to come to destroy, but fulfill.
But to fulfill. That's what Christ came to do. Fulfill the truth of the Bible. And we came to tell you that your Christian pastor lies to you every single week. Keep going.
Verse 18. For verily I say unto you.
Once again, verily, he's telling the truth. He's telling you passionately, speaking truthfully. Keep going.
Till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law.
Nothing's going to pass from the law. The law is going to be in place until, as long as the sky is there and as long as the ground is there. And what else?
Till all be fulfilled.
Till all be fulfilled. Again, there's a bunch of prophecies in this book that have not been fulfilled yet. We are still here, so things have not been fulfilled yet. So as much as your Christian pastor lies to you and tells you that you no longer have to follow the law, that Christ did away with it, Christ just said in his own words that your pastor's a liar. Keep going.
Verse 19. For whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments.
So whoever shall break one of these least commandments, a small thing. Most of us know at this point you shouldn't be eating shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster. But our people have such a problem with it. Our people think that it's some kind of delicacy. Our people think that shrimp and lobster and crab is something to be cherished. That's an absolute lie. That's an absolute lie. There are roaches of the sea. Start from the top.
Verse 18. Salakia. Verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments.
One of the least commandments. Whosoever shall break one of the least commandments, meaning the small things, the ones that aren't even a big deal. I tell you what, this is one brothers don't realize. You can't get a shape up. Go to the barber shop, getting your shape up, getting that razor on your head. No, you can't do it. That's against the Most High. That is against, and that's a small thing. It's a small thing to say, nah, man, don't put that on my head. I don't do that. I'm an Israelite. That's a small thing. And if you can't do that, what did Christ say?
And break one of these least commandments and shall teach men. So
if you break the least commandments and teach men so, now that's who is that talking about? Who teaches us to break the law, statutes, and commandments every week? Your Christian pastor. Your Christian pastor tells you to celebrate this pagan holiday called Christmas. Your Christian pastor tells you, matter of fact, we're going to have a whole program for it in the church. Your Christian pastor is going to make up the nativity scene. He's going to do all of this nonsense. Baba Kusha. He's going to do all of this nonsense, right? Your Christian pastor is going to support it. He's going to teach you to do it. What does it say?
He shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do...
Salakia, read it from the top.
Salakia. Verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men, so he shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven.
Christ said, if you break the law and you teach men so, you teach men to do the same thing, you're going to be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. Now, here's a news break, right? Here's a news flash. Your Christian pastor also tells you that heaven is somewhere up in the sky. Heaven is some magical place. The kingdom of heaven, guess what? It happens right here. It happens on earth. Christian pastor tells you that heaven is some magical place, and that's an absolute lie. It's not. The kingdom of heaven happens here. The kingdom of heaven, the definition of kingdom is a society, right? But it talks about the geography of it. Why? Because that happens here. When Christ returns, there's going to be a kingdom of heaven here. And guess what? If you're going to be least in the kingdom of heaven, that means you are going to be a second-class citizen. We are set up already. Our reality is that we're second-class citizens in this country. We are second-class citizens everywhere where blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans exist. We are second-class citizens. Read it again.
So he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
We are already second-class citizens here now. This is your Christian pastor setting you up to be a second-class citizen when Christ returns. How diabolical is the Christian church that not only will they know you live a second-class lifestyle, we live second-class lifestyle now. They live beautifully. Your Christian pastor lives deliciously. Your Christian pastor is so wealthy, taking all of your money, lying to you. So what he's able to do is set you up to then be a second-class citizen when Christ returns. How horrible is that? Keep going.
But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
Whosoever shall do and teach them shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. You want to know, black man, Latino man, Native American man, if you want to know how to do and teach the law, come get a flyer. Get in class. Get in the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana and learn how you can be a first-class citizen when Christ returns. And with that, we are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, and we are not affiliated with any other Israelite group or any Christian organization. Shalom, Richmond.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're 1 West. They're 1 West. They're 1 West.